the PEST MV265 Pro, coming up, a 3-in-1 unit, thermal, night vision and day modes. Any good? We shall see. Okay, first for the channel, it's thermal imaging, and it's something I kind of avoided doing. There's two reasons behind that. I do prefer normal night vision, and secondly, it can be expensive. So I was contacted by PEST, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, asking if I would take a look at their MV265 Pro. Now, what intrigued me about the unit was it's advertised as being a 3-in-1 unit. Thermal imaging, night vision and a day mode. So we have a lot to get through. Let's get cracking. Now, I gotta admit, thermal imaging, to me, I'm very new to it. I'm kind of old-fashioned, set in my ways. I do prefer the standard night vision. I do have many models, Arkansas, Pards. So thermal imaging kind of left me cold. I thought a kind of fad. People with more money than sense. But I must admit that's with a hint of jealousy on my part, because thermal imaging is so damned expensive. So PEST kindly sent me what I shall describe as entry-level thermal imaging unit if you're on a tight budget. Now, if you're familiar with the GoPro cameras, these attachments will be familiar. Supposedly you can head mount the MV265. I didn't, but the option is there if you wish. Now, my first niggle with units of this type is Picatinny. I love Dovetail. I don't hardly, well, I haven't got any Picatinny. It's an American invented mounting system. None of my rifles are able. And I will have to invest in an adapter rail for this in future. So yeah, Picatinny mount. Now, the instruction booklet, all the stats on the unit. And the unit itself, it's compact, very small, and it's a simple design. It's got the adjustable eyepiece if mounted to your rifle. I don't know if I was supposed to remove that, but you can. Now, the focus ring, nice and smooth, if somewhat tight. Now, on the front of the unit, you have the IR and the thermal focus ring, or the thermal lens. Now, I did find this fiddly. You could only operate this with bare hands. It does the job, but it is quite small. Now, on the underside, we have the mounting rail and said Picatinny mount. Now, on the side, we have the charging slot, USB-C connection. Now, the main controls for the unit, pretty simple to operate in total darkness, just by feel alone. The buttons are slightly raised. I don't think you would have trouble with gloved hands with this control panel. It is quite tiny. So the overall design I would describe as boxy, square, a simple design. Just a few screenshots of the MV265 Pro stats. Now the MV265 doesn't record, so I had to connect my camera to the eyepiece to record what you are seeing now. Now I will say the image you see with the naked eye is much better. The camcorder filming the screen, I did get some screen interference. The camcorder also has a stabilizer feature that I can't turn off. So you may notice the reticle on the unit float about and act strange, but that's the camcorder's fault and not the unit. So while in thermal mode, you have 13 preset colour modes are available. A normal day mode with the reticle, so it's, don't get me wrong, it's no powered. You get one reticle and one colour choice, green. Now I do think for air rifle and rimfire this unit is more suited. It's got 7 times fixed magnification. Now you could use this for ratting, rabbit, pest control, possibly close range foxing with centre fire. Night vision mode, again, the image is much sharper with your naked eye. The camcorder not doing a great job really, to be honest. That fence gate is roughly 90 yards, give or take, away. The distant edging behind is a distance of roughly 300 yards. Now the onboard IR light, non-adjustable by the way, doing an okay job of it. It's sod's law too, barren fields when reviewing thermal imaging. There you go, I guess. Now looking down the valley to the horizon, you're talking 800 plus yards. It is a bit of a stretch. It's picking certain buildings out, heat sources. Now the night vision mode with reticle, the onboard IR doing well. Distance to gate post, roughly 100 yards. Now, over the course of using thermal imaging on the MV265, I kind of wasn't sold. I still preferred your bog standard black and white night vision. Now don't get me wrong, the PEST MV works well, but like I said before, I'm an old stick in the mud. I'm quite happy with standard night vision. And that was until I passed the barns and saw these rats. At a distance, centre left, rats on the feed. We also got 3 rats here, the 2 red spots on top of the bales, and 1 up in the rafters, and the big rats too. Changing colour mode, finding for me the best mode. And I must admit, I began to see the benefits of using thermal. Using standard black and white night vision, I may have not seen these rats. Now it's from 60 yards to just over 100 yards. It's a big barn. You can see the rats running about. So yeah, I was impressed. Now okay, there will be thermal imaging out there on the market with better image quality, dare I say, but in the hundreds of pounds bracket. Maybe thousands, but I find the MV265 for its low price point, and that's very impressive. So after viewing the rats for a while, I quickly slipped the MV in my pocket, unslung the day state Riviera and took the shot. So, having used the MV for about a month or so, my final thoughts. Build quality, boxy. It's robust, no frills look, but surprisingly comfortable to hold in the hand. It's got a simple interface, bare hands only, gloved hands and you would struggle, but they are responsive and tactile. Now the features, this unit has onboard IR for night vision. You got 13 thermal colour modes. You got one reticle, rifle mountable, Picatinny, ideal for air rifle, short range work, rimfire, and maybe centrefire. Now I do need to source a Picatinny mount and get this on my rifle. And that's not me, by the way. Now the main focus ring and an eyepiece, nice and smooth. The buttons slightly raised, rubberised. Now my only niggle is the thermal lens. It's quite small and it is fiddly. Again, an ungloved hand and you will be okay. Value for money, definitely. Thermal, night vision and normal day mode makes the MV265 Pro exceptional value at this price point. Thermal's great, night vision is okay, daytime footage is clear. So finally, is it worth your money? Like all products, there's good and bad points. Now while the MV265 is a great and I'd say affordable entry-level thermal spotter, there is some slight niggles with this unit. Now it's not deal breakers by any means, but I do have to mention them. Good points first. It's 3-in-1, thermal, night vision and day modes. That's pretty class. All work very well. Stated battery life, 4 to 5 hours, is about right. And you've also got a possibility to mount to a rifle, and it's a great touch. Now, that's if you have a Picatinny mount or an adapter. Sadly, I don't, but hopefully I will. Now, they're not so good. I would have liked a protective lens cap for the objective lens. Now, you really want to protect it. Now, for some, the boxy design may put you off, but like I said earlier, it's surprisingly comfortable to hold. The thermal lens, fiddly, small design, bare hand operation only. The reticle choice, you have only one, and the colour is green. Now maybe a future firmware update could add more, possibly. And that's all I could find. The negatives on the MV265 Pro. It really is a cracking bit of kit. Now while filming the review, filming everything from trees, lights, fields, houses and people using the thermal mode, I kind of thought, yeah, thermals, it does have its place, but for me, until I spotted the rats in the feed bays on the farm, then thermal basically clicks with me. My night vision may have not picked the rats out at the back of the barn, thermal did, so I guess it's great for distance spotting. See what's on the horizon and stalk towards it. Am I converted finally to thermal? It is bloody good and it's so bloody expensive at the same time, but, and this is not an hard sell, I do find the MV265 Pro is a definite buy. It's affordable, entry-level thermal imaging. It's got night vision to boot as well. So yeah, it's a nice bit of kit from PEST. Now, I shall finish thanking PEST for the opportunity for reviewing and playing with the MV. And I don't say that often. I do get some not so good stuff sent to me. It's a pleasant surprise. So, do check out the links below, follow, and take a look at what PEST can offer. So until next time, chaps, be safe.